Oh my god. I was muted again and I went through all this and I looked down for a second and I realized I was muted. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Okay, what is up YouTube? Welcome back to another Warframe Showcase video. Today we're going to be covering Mesa, who is one of my favorite frames, 100%. She's one of those that I run consistently. Um, Her theme in this game is to be a gunslinger, and she's a really fun Warframe. If you haven't checked her out, highly recommend you check her out. If you want to know how to get her, you can farm her off the assassinate mission on Eris with Alid V, and it's very fun Warframe to pick out. Right now I'm using, oh my god, oh my god, right now I'm using uh Mesa Prime. Well, right now we're going to compare regular Mesa to Mesa Prime, which by the way is a huge upgrade overall, but they're both still really fun to use. Um, so base Mesa to Mesa Prime, her health goes up from 365 to 400. Her shield stays the same. Her armor goes up from 105 to 135. Her energy goes up from 100 to 140, and she has a sprint speed of 1. So she's kind of quick. Really good Warframe. She's all about dealing damage. Super cool fun. Super cool frame. Going over her abilities real quick. By the way, I want you all to see that I don't have anything on her right now. I don't have anything on her regulators tampoco. So there's that. And going over her abilities, her passive. If she's holding dual wielded pistols, I think she'll shoot faster with them or something. Yeah. And then if she has single handed pistols, she can reload a lot faster. She's all about pistols. Really, she is. Um, Going over and what else? If she doesn't have a melee weapon, um, she'll gain more health. Anyways, going over your first ability, ballistic battery. Essentially, what you do is you cast that ability, and the damage you deal, you store a portion of it within yourself, something like that, up to 5,000 damage. And then once you're at 100%, you can recast it, and your next shot, once you recast it, will deal the extra 5,000 damage, and will really mess the enemies up. There's more to it than what the description says. I think it'll deal like increased status chance or damage on that for like that one extra shot. But yeah, really good ability, especially if you're something like the Tigress, like I'm running with her. And yeah, I'm going over shooting gallery. Shooting gallery. So essentially, what this does is well, I'm gonna call it a magic bullet. You fire a magic bullet from your regulators, and it circles around you. And what happens is, um, it'll stun enemies and it'll jam their weapons from shooting. Not only that, it's also a team ability. So if you're in a public session with Mesa and she casts her ability, she's gonna have that little same effect orbiting friendlies, but they'll have it for maybe like a third or a fourth of your duration. So yeah, you have yours the whole time, but it'll bounce from one friendly. Once it's done with that duration, it'll go to another friendly, so on and so forth. Really, really good ability, really fun ability for keeping your team alive. And yeah, going over Shatter Shield. Shatter Shield is what makes your tank. You deploy this, any sort of projectile that is hitting you, you will either reflect back to the enemy or you will just flat out deflect. And that's pretty much all it does. It's a survival thing. Super cool stuff. It may not seem like much at first, but as you get to like higher levels, you gotta keep it up to keep yourself alive. And then going over your fourth, Peacemaker, she basically summons her regulators. Hold on, give me a sec. She doesn't summon them. She draws her regulators, and she gets into like a pose where she's still, and she's able to dispatch multiple enemies in quick succession. And as you hold on the trigger, and as you do more damage, the cone in front of her will shrink, and as it shrinks, it'll make the regulators do more damage. So it sounds more complicated than what it is, but it's really fun. She's able to dispatch multiple enemies at once. Really solid Warframe. Okay, now to show off the Warframe and what it does. Going over your first ability, so this is when you cast it. As you can see up on the top right, next to the 36. What is that 36? I don't know. Yeah, next to that 36%, this is 0. That's going to be the ballistic battery. If you want to up it, you got to do damage. So right now it's at 8, 20. We're at 28. And keep in mind, look at the damage I'm dealing right now. Seeing a lot of 1,100, 1,700, 3,100, 1,400. Right now we're fully charged, right? So I reactivate it. That damage is transferred into my Tigris. And I'm going to just hit him right here in the chest like I've been hitting him. 10,000. And yeah. It's just good for that one shot. And it's good for if you see like a unit that is like a pain in your butt and you just want to knock it out one shot. That's what it's good for. Okay, going over the second ability. I call it in. It's, as you can see, it's circling me, and this can circle around enemies as well. I mean friendlies. And it's jamming their guns, and whoever it hits, it's stunning them also. But when they're stunned, they're not gonna be open to finishes. It's just to stop them. So it's a good crowd control ability. And there's that. And then I am going to let this run out. I'm gonna turn off pause. I'm gonna activate my third ability. It doesn't affect melee units, but other range units that are hitting me will get messed up. Occasionally, it will reflect the damage back at them. That's also a good way to mitigate damage on yourself. Yeah. See. Let me knock these guys out. I think they're done. Alright, now I'm gonna pause these guys again. Simulate. And then we are going to show off the fourth ability, which is not going to seem like much at first because there's nothing, it has nothing modded to it. But yeah, this was going to look like. This is no mods on the regulators or on Mesa, so it doesn't seem like she's doing much, but as you progress and you get better builds, she becomes very, very strong. Really fun Warframe. Knock out the rest of these guys. By the way, if I sound weird or tired, I've been up since 2 a.m. and I have to go to work. To be honest, I'm probably gonna sleep after I'm done with this. So yeah. Modding. Okay, yeah. Once again, before we get into it, if you don't have any prime mods, keep your Alpha Brocketeer. He usually comes every week with a new set of prime mods. If you don't have any corrupted mods, you can farm them at the Deimos Vaults. You need to join a clan and get a build a corrupted hollow key. There's 4 different types you can build, so you can do that. And if you see any set mods that I'm using here, you can farm them off Fortuna, Cetus, and Deimos. There's some other ones that you can unlock in other quote-unquote content islands, but those are later on in the game. And yeah, and once again, before we get into the building portion of this video, this is meant for beginners / new players or people who are interested in picking up Mesa who don't know how she plays. And yeah, it's just to showcase the abilities individually and showcase how she scales, and then showcase like my build in the late game. So yeah. Now, being a new player, being someone who just picked her up, how would I go for her? How would I build her? Well, I know she deals a lot with pistol, so I'm gonna go with pistol amp so that me and my squad can deal more pistol damage. And then knowing what I know with her, I'm gonna go with flow for more energy. I'm gonna go with continuity for duration. I am gonna go with vigor for my survival mods. I'm gonna go for intensify for strength. I actually might move this up here since I want a little bit more strength to bring down the duration. Add on transient fortitude. We got that covered. Is looking pretty good. We can add on some range, and I think just one stretch will do. She does have an augment for her fourth that I wish I had. It's called Walking Mesa's Waltz or something. She's able to do that animation, but walking forward, and pretty cool. I want it. What else can we add for her? We can use some armor. So I think I'm gonna use um. Mm, nah, nah. We'll see. Let me look up here. You can go with armor agility if you want to go that route. It'll just increase her armor and her sprint speed. Um, no. Mm, okay, I'm gonna put this one on just for more strength, but this is a late game type mod you can get from a certain bounty, but pass a new war. So just yeah, put that on there. And then the last thing I would want to give her. Mm, what else? I can go for some efficiency. She don't need it, but yeah, you can run with this. You can never go bad with that. That's pretty much what you want to go with. Obviously, this can be like armor agility or any sort of armor mod that you may have. This is like a throwaway mod. Like I just put it on there just because I'm pretty much just what I want to run if I was like a new player. And the damage is pretty good. So I'm going to go with that. I'm not messing with arcades yet because that's more late game. I'll show you that later on. And on to modding her regulators. So looking at the stats, right now it's a crit based weapon. You have 25% crit chance, 10% status chance, and it is an impact dealing weapon. Not primarily impact, you have a little bit of slash and puncture, but overall impact is what you're going to be dealing more of. So looking at how I'm going to mod this as a new player or as someone trying to look for a better build, I'm going to throw in some Hornet Strike. Um, do I have the base version? Okay, no. So I'm going to throw this on there. This is a late game mod. You can get this off arbitrations, but the base version of this is barrel diffusion. It is multi-shot. I'm going for crit. I'm gonna add target cracker and pistol gambit for the crit chance and crit damage. Then going on over here for this side, I where is it at? Hmm. I'm gonna throw an auger pack for more damage, just cause. Oh, I do have barrel diffusion. Yeah, throw that on here. Okay, so barrel diffusion's on there. Throw on lethal torrent for some more fire rate and multi-shot. And then, just because I know this thing shoots really fast, I would want to go with some corrosive. So I'm gonna throw on Pistol Pestilence, help out a little bit with the status. And where is it? And Jolt. Now we have some Corrosive. And yeah, just let me show you how this works. Now that we have her fully upgraded, as you can see, the strength benefits this. All her abilities benefit from strength and duration, and range as well. Yeah, let's get right into it. So showing you her abilities, we're gonna up these up to like 90. Okay, simulate these enemies. I'm not gonna show off the third because the third you've already seen it. So yeah, second ability going right now. Has you it's not noticeable, but it is a bigger range and it lasts longer. It lasts like 33, 34 seconds. So there's that. Get some more energy. Activating my burst ability. That one shot I already fully charged it. So let me show you the damage here. Let's go off these guys. So this guy 2,700. Oh god. Sorry, my controller's like getting adrift. 6,000, 3,000 right there. 3,000 something. 6,000, 3,000. Okay, so there's that. I'm gonna activate my first ability, which is now at 9,750. And look at the damage you do to this guy. This is only for like the first shot after it. 33,000. Yeah. Really good if you want to knock out like those freaking Nox enemies. Not the Nox, the freaking... Yeah, no, Nox units. Or you have like Exilation units that are like just annoying you. Really good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna end these guys and I'm gonna respawn them. So I'm gonna show you her fourth. We'll summon these guys again. And this is what her fourth looks like. Look at all damage. Yeah, damage really wraps up. And yeah, that's pretty much how she plays. That I'm gonna do a live demonstration, something probably like high level, so you can see what's up. Alright, now I'm gonna go back to my ship. I'm gonna go mod her the way I have her and set her up the way I have her and go over that build. Okay, we're back. Alright, and we are back. So I already have Mesa fully kitted out. We're gonna go over that real quick just so I can show you what's changed. So for the regulators, I am running this. I'm throwing on some viral there so I can deal more damage to health. Everything else is mostly the same. And then going on to mess up oh my god, did I delete it? Oh, no, that's so gay. Okay, well I'm gonna do it right now because it's fine. I know what I had it. Okay, so I'm gonna throw on pistol amp. I'm gonna throw on, where is it? Flow, continuity. Where is it? Stretch. Throw that on there. Throw this over here. Transient fortitude. What else did I have on her? Where is it? Yeah, throw some power drifts on there. So that's basically what I've been running. Wow, I really messed that up. It's fine. This is what I usually run for endgame stuff. I'm running multi augment for the strength, multi efficiency for duration. Though I kind of might swap that out. I haven't played with these. Are like my go-to, but I would swap this out for maybe pistolier. But I need to experiment blah, 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 if it affects um my fourth. So yeah. And yeah, well, I'm not gonna do like a skip. We're just gonna go right into a mission. So I want something high level. Is there anything interesting for relics that I can run? The sabotage, no, no. We'll see what we can do here. What do y'all think we should do? I am feeling honestly, because Ramen might not be that bad. No. We'll go on the void. We'll do an exterminate. We'll do a mobile defense. Why not? Let me make this friends only. Trying to figure out the best way to showcase her abilities, but I think we just gotta get into it. Heads up, while I'm doing this live demonstration, I do tend to yap. The whole point of this is to show you how she synergizes her abilities and how you're gonna want to play her roughly. So yeah, I do tend to yap, so if you get tired of that, just you can skip along. Anyways, let's get into it.
I can't do this without you.
If you have a prime, don't be afraid of these things. They give you energy. Oh god, what angle is that?
You have got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare.
Just to secure the area. Yeah, if you find yourself in a pinch and you need to like dish out a lot of damage, definitely rely on your fourth. Your 30 is good to keep you up. You're gonna be taking a lot of damage if you're the only one around. Also, I'm running my pet COVID because what he can do is while I'm stunning them with my second, which you also gotta keep up, he'll have a way of disarming them. And yeah. I was hoping to avoid that. Man, I miss when the Tigers used to be like super meta. Okay. That's pretty much what's up. I am gonna start yapping because I've basically shown you how you want to run her. What can I yap about? If you've kept up with the Battlefield 6 open beta, I do have a lot of videos that I'm going to be cranking out on it. First video should probably go up tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Wednesday. That one is just going to be sort of a... How can I put it? It's going to be specifically for the devs. But it's like my official feedback from the beta to the DICE developers regarding that game, because for those of you who don't know, if you've been or if you haven't been here long enough or whatever, my channel originated with Battlefield. The only reason I've branched out and started doing variety is because FPS games just have been ass. And there hasn't been anything that grabbed my attention like Battlefield has. And a lot of people I play with are like huge Battlefield veterans, so definitely I do have some stuff going on there with them for you all. I'm excited to bring you all more Battlefield content because that's originally what my channel was started upon. And believe it or not, the way I got into Warframe is because of Battlefield 2. I like the way the gunplay system is, especially when I started. It's not just like, not like a COD-like shooter. Like there's recoil and there's things you gotta learn with this game, with the guns. And huge fan of this game because of that game, because of Battlefield. So yeah, that's also why I've played Warframe so much. And just because of the uniqueness of the guns and how like people may not agree, but like the gunplay in this game is very skillful. You have to learn how your weapon interacts, which also they all have like their own recoil patterns and stuff. Love it. Obviously, as you get better with a game, it becomes easier since you already start understanding all the systems. This is essentially your oh shit, get out of fucking jail free card. Now who do I really want to use? 45,000. Also, I am gonna stream, I know I've tried doing it last year or so. I am gonna do a replay, I don't know if y'all remember that, of The War Within. Not The War Within, the new war. I'm so sorry, I'm tired. Oh my god, I'm surrounded. And then I'm gonna do a replay of the Hex or Diviri or something like that. I'm gonna, because I have stuff to catch up on before we get into the new quest, which I'm super excited for, like towards the end of the year. So I'm gonna be doing that soon. I also, if you're interested in my variety stuff, I have started streaming on God of War Ragnarok. But the thing, for those of you who are familiar with my channel, who have been here long enough, you know that me and streaming never, oh god, don't touch it yet, never go well together because something always happens and it's so dumb. Which is why I also haven't gotten super into streaming. I know I talk about going to Twitch, but I want to have more reliable like internet connection and stuff. Right now my luck with streaming just isn't good. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. If you made it this far, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Mesa. Is she someone you're interested in picking up? If you are a Mesa main, how did you get into her? And yeah, let me know in the comments below. I will be here. Hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.